Thousands of Harlem residents have heard the same promises. Yes, the project is expected to be complete by 2032, which is, to put it bluntly, an estimate. On the Upper East Side, NJ Burke at Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Take a train down the shore today.
Hey, there you go. Why not? Right down to Bayhead.
That's a good idea.
I know. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it is going to be nice. Just going to be careful, like we've been saying on the beaches.
Yeah.
You know, not as rough as it's been the past couple of days, but still rough enough to create some major rip currents out there. So just be careful and adhere any warnings. If you see those red flags, do not go in the water. Here's a look outside right now. You know, you have a lot of fair weather clouds out there, a little bit more cloud cover than we've had the past couple of days, and also a little bit more in the way of humidity. I guess that makes sense. You have a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere to create those clouds. 64 is your dew point right now, after we had dew points actually in the 40s and 50s the past couple of days, so the humidity has come up markedly, but not quite as oppressive as other times that we've seen this summer. Temperatures today getting up to around the 80-degree mark. This afternoon, you can't rule out a shower, a thunder shower, well north and west of New York City. I think that's where they'll stay. I think we're dry in and around the city through the daylight hours of today. So lower to even middle 70s across the metro area right now, 75 at Newark and also LaGuardia, 72 at White Plains, 72 down at Toms River. You got lower to middle 70s on the island into southwestern parts of Connecticut. Check out the radars. We get a little bit of shower activity just beginning to sneak into western Warren County, also southern parts of Pike County, maybe western Sussex. So you can't rule out a shower, maybe a thunder shower as we head into the afternoon. The higher elevations well north and west of New York City, but again, it should stay there. All indications are as that activity tries to move off to the east, it would tend to weaken. Now overnight tonight, with the actual front approaching, there's a better shot at a few more locations getting a shower storm into early tomorrow morning. But models are really not that impressed with that possibility. So yeah, maybe one or two spots gets a shower tomorrow morning, and then we tend to clear things out during the afternoon. And in fact, we'll get more sunshine. Humidity will actually start lowering during the day on Monday after kind of a muggy start. Temperatures get up into the lower and middle 80s. We're watching the Atlantic right now. We're very close now to the peak of the hurricane season. It actually peaks out officially early to mid-September. So it's no big surprise that we've had multiple storms already. And we have Fernan that was named yesterday. This will stay out over the open waters of the Atlantic as it strengthens a little bit up to about a 50 or 60 mile per hour tropical storm. That's not going to be sending surf in our direction, by the way. We're still seeing the residual effects from Erin. Still got 3 to 5 foot waves out there. It's still a high risk of rip currents. Water temperatures, by the way, after the water got churned up during the past week from Erin, have lowered a bit. They're in the range of upper 60s to lower and middle 70s. Last week before Erin, they were actually up near 80 in some spots. Air quality is going to be good. Pollen on the high side, it's ragweed pollen, and the UV index will be an 8, which is very high, with quite a bit of sunshine at times today. 81-year high, somewhat humid out there, sun at times, a stray late day thunder shower well north and west. There could be a shower actually next few hours in those same areas well north and west of New York City, so it could really happen anytime. 70 for tonight, some clouds and muggy out there. Watch for a thunder shower in parts of the area toward daybreak. Maybe a lingering shower early tomorrow morning, and then more sunshine in the afternoon, and actually lowering the humidity by later on in the day, that high getting up to 84. And that trend will continue, that trend of lowering humidity for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How do you get much better than that? Upper 70s, a lot of sunshine each day, low humidity, and we're back up into the low 80s for Friday into Saturday. You're welcome. That's the Labor Day weekend as we head into Saturday, by the way. Can you believe we're already talking about that? But more Eyewitness News coming up after the break.